Three of the most valuable traits that you can carry with you throughout your life, during your spiritual journey, your spiritual awakening, and just being successful in general. I wanted to share these three traits with you because throughout my spiritual evolution and my awakening, I've found consistently that these three traits have produced the most effect in my life, have produced the most progression, and whenever I leave out one or two of these actual traits, then I see tangible sloth within my evolution as a being. So I hope that you guys really like these. First is persistency and consistency. Now, this can be said with almost every attribute of your life, of what actions you take towards your dream, and even what practices that you take. For example, if you are starting a yoga routine, then if you aren't consistently dedicated to that, then you won't see the results that are produced from the actual dedication of the routine. Throughout my life, I've picked up certain qualities of devotion, like reading scriptures, like doing some type of yoga, exercise, flexibility training, like praying and meditating. And anytime that I'm not doing these consistently, then I notice a tangible decreasing in the amount of evolution that I make on a consistent daily basis. Even whenever things seem to stop producing as much results as they once were in the beginning, this usually is a great sign, and it can be even seen as a test to challenge you to see, are you going to stay consistent? Are you going to keep up the practice even though you may not still be getting the initial amazing exponential results you had in the beginning? And once you stop doing these practices, you may not notice the detriments of not continuing them in the beginning, but over time, you definitely will see the effects of not keeping consistent in whatever mode of dedication you are trying to accomplish here. So remember to stay consistent and persistent in any belief, in any dedication or devotion that you take upon yourself, because this is what is going to bring about results. It's just like forming a habit, right? The first 21 days are one of the most important aspects, but getting to that 90-day mark is where it really gets ingrained into your subconscious mind to where you want to do it and you feel the desire to do it almost automatically. And that's what we want to get to with your sadhana or your practice. And whatever that looks like, we want to be able to have consistency, persistency, and commitment, because over the long run, consistent actions, consistent traits are going to bring about long-term results. Number 2 is using your intuition and tuning into the feeling that you get before deciding to do something new, or continuing to do something that you're already doing, or just making new decisions. I would love for you guys to start to become aware and to tap into the feeling that your body and your soul gets whenever you start to think about doing certain things, whenever you are torn between decisions that you are going to be making, or upon taking new paths in life. And one of the best ways and tools that I like to use this in my daily life is, one, getting in tune with what a positive and negative circuit feels like within you, or a yes and a no. So something that I teach my clients in almost all of my coaching programs is close your eyes, tune in. I like to put my left hand on my navel and my right hand on my heart. Just close your eyes and be aware of how your body feels. And then what you can do is say, dear body or dear soul, please show me what a yes feels like. And this is going to be different for everyone, but for me, a yes feels like being pushed forward, like going towards something. It's welcoming, it feels uplifting, it feels happy, it feels light. And then if I ask, and always conclude those kind of questions that you ask your body, mind, or soul with a thank you. It's like a period. And then say, thank you, body. Please show me what a no feels like. So for me, a no feels like being pushed backwards, sinking, tired, heavy, and this can look different for you. And the key point is just to get in tune with the feeling that your body and your soul presents with you before you start to make actions from an unconscious place, or maybe even an egoic or logical frame of decision making. And this can guide you in every area of your life, whether that comes with making new decisions, dietary choices, if you should go do something or if you shouldn't go do something, and really just going off of if it feels light and if it feels aligned with you. This will bring about tremendous success in ways that you could have never even imagined, and it will definitely magnetize you and attract you towards your highest divine timeline and pathway that you can take. And number 3 is trusting in the process. And I know that this sounds simple, but believe me, become fully present and observant and aware of your mind on a moment by moment basis, and become aware of how often the mind is negative or naysaying or is untrusting of your actions that you're taking, or maybe is feeling fearful or worrisome for whatever situation is happening in your life. This is an amazing practice to take, because we step into our true power here, because in actuality, we only have our own decisions and our own actions and our own responding decisions to how we can handle certain situations. Everything else, how other people respond, the things that are attracted to you, the successes that come your way, are typically magnetized toward you. And releasing control, releasing the controlling aspect of having to control every single thing in our life is so freeing, because you give that power to a higher power, and you start to trust in the universe, you trust in God, you trust in the higher powers of life to bring divinely aligned opportunities to you. And this is so much more liberating than trying to force everything and trying to be in control. And I'm telling you, swimming with the current of life is so much more fun than swimming against it. I'll give you an example of how this looks right now. Whenever you are walking in this spiritual path, you are going to be tested all the time, and you have 2 decisions to make. You have the decision to listen to the ego and come from a limited frame of being, or you have the decision to step into a higher viewpoint, your higher self, step into God's over consciousness, the universe's prevailing all-seeing consciousness, unitary consciousness, and decide to trust that everything is divinely aligned to work perfectly in your favor, even if it looks like a challenge, even if it looks tough or hard. And this is so liberating. Right now, for example, I'm having to dismantle a business that I built for 3 years that I absolutely love. I have moved on and broken up with a woman that I loved with all my heart, and I'm moving away from a town that I grew very, very, very fondly of, and now I'm moving to a state where I know no one besides my dad, and the cost of living is very expensive where I'm going to be, but it's going to be a fair payoff for the environment that I'll be in. And I don't have a whole lot of money. I don't have a consistent income right now, but I have 2 options to make here. And my first option is to be fearful, to worry, to doubt, and to be hesitant about the next steps in life. Or the other option is to trust fully that everything is working out divinely for my favor. Trust in the process that the universe is putting me through. trust that everything will come to me in divine timing and divine alignment like it always does, and to know that I'm being led in the right path and that everything is working out in my favor. And whenever I step into that frame of being versus the controlling, worry, fearsome frame of being, everything feels so much lighter. I feel so much more joyful. I let go of the burden of having to have everything figured out, having to know what exactly is going to happen. And the adventure and the magic of life starts to unfold and to present itself again. And it feels so beautiful to be able to sit in the middle of the storm and to trust in the universe, to trust in God or your higher self, and to know that you're being initiated into a process and you have these two options. You can keep going about life in the way you've always done, or you can step into a new frame of being, a new empowered, liberated state of vibration that uplifts you and attracts you to exactly where you need to be at the right time. Because one thing that brings me so much clarity and faith in this process is looking back in my life. Every time I've ever been in situations similar to what I'm in now, if I could have seen the outcome of those circumstances, everything in that present moment and the difficulties and the fears and the worries would have been so much different. And it's so liberating to know that that is going to happen multiple times throughout your life. So take the liberty and take the justice for yourself to trust, to know that everything is going to work out, even if it seems scary, to embrace the change, to embrace the unknown, to embrace all of these aspects that are actually meant to grow you, and use this as a catalyst for your growth and an opportunity to step into divine power, to step into your divine being. And trust me, life is going to be so much more freeing whenever you do this. I hope these 3 traits ring and feel very resonant with you, ring true to you and feel resonant with you. And I hope that you can try to think and feel how you can use these 3 traits for yourself currently, right now, and whatever you're going through, and continue to use these 3 attributes of a successful spiritual life continuously throughout your life, because though they may be simple, they are the bedrock and the foundation of a successful, consistent, and purposeful life, and also making big change in your spiritual life. So I hope you guys like this video. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want more awesome content like this. And thank you for watching. Peace, love, blessings, and light to you all. Namaste, friends.